I stood across from her again, hands tight, voice shaking. "I just need to know," I said. "Is there even a chance for us?" She sighed, calm, almost bored. "I've told you before. I don't feel that way." "How many times?" I asked. "How many no's until my heart stops asking?" She looked away. "This is the last time we talk about it." Those words hit harder than shouting. I laughed softly. "You sound so sure." "I am," she said. "You're a good person. Just not for me." My chest burned. "Do you know how long I've loved you?" She didn't answer. "I stood here every time," I continued, "hoping today you'd choose me." She crossed her arms. "I never promised anything." I nodded, pretending I understood. "So this is it?" "Yes," she said. "Please don't make this harder." Behind me, my best friend stayed quiet. I felt his eyes on my back, heavy with pity. I swallowed. "If I walk away now, don't call me later." She hesitated. "I can't promise that. That hurt more than rejection. You only want me when you're lonely." "That's not fair," she replied. "I know," I said. "Nothing about this is fair." Silence filled the space between us. "I'm tired," I whispered. She nodded. "I hope you'll be okay." I stepped back, looking at my shaking hands. I didn't recognize the man begging anymore. As I turned away, one thought crushed me. I wasn't losing her. I had already lost myself. I saw my reflection in the glass door, eyes empty, shoulders slumped. My friend cleared his throat but said nothing. I walked out, knowing this moment would haunt me or save me depending on what I did next. And for the first time, I felt afraid of staying, not leaving her behind. I kept seeing her every day, and each morning felt like punishment. She walked in smiling, acting normal, like nothing broke. "Hey," she said once. "You good?" "Yeah," I lied. Then he appeared beside her, confident, relaxed. "You're late," he told her, laughing. She smiled at him the way I waited years for. I stood there, invisible. My friend whispered, "Bro, let's go." I shook my head. Later someone joked, "You still stuck on her?" I forced a smile. "Nah." Inside, my voice screamed, "Why am I never chosen?" I watched her lean closer to him. "Meet me after class," she said to him. She didn't look at me once. I felt small, replaceable. At work, Maya noticed my silence. "You don't talk anymore," she said. "You fading." "I'm fine," I replied. She frowned. "No, you're not. You disappear while breathing." That line hurt. People kept asking favors. "Can you help?" "You're always there." I was useful, never wanted. One night I stared at my phone, hoping she'd text. She didn't. My chest felt heavy. "If I stay," I whispered to myself, "I'll rot here." I imagined years like this, watching her choose everyone else. That scared me more than being alone. I finally admitted the truth. Staying wasn't loyalty. Staying was slow self-destruction. I asked myself, what am I proving by suffering? No one answered. I saw her laugh again and my stomach twisted. Maya whispered, "Please don't lose yourself for someone who never chose you." I nodded, pretending strength. Inside, something cracked. I realized love shouldn't feel like humiliation. Every step toward her pushed me further from myself. That day, I understood one thing clearly. If I stayed near her, I would vanish completely. That truth terrified me, but it also planted the seed of escape inside me. I waited until the house went quiet. No messages. No missed calls. I opened my closet and pulled out one bag. "That's enough," I whispered. Shirts, jeans, memories, all folded without care. My phone buzzed once. Her name lit the screen. I froze. "Don't," I told myself. I sat on the bed, staring. My finger hovered over block. I remembered my father's voice, calm and tired. "Son, staying where you're unwanted will break you." I swallowed hard. "I tried," I said to the empty room. The block button glowed. I hesitated, then pressed it. Silence followed, heavy but clean. I zipped the bag and looked around. Every wall held a version of me I didn't want anymore. At the door, my phone rang again, unknown number. I ignored it. My father's words returned. "Leave before you forget who you are." I stepped outside. The night air hit my face, cold and honest. My hands shook, but my chest felt lighter. I didn't know where I was going. I only knew I couldn't stay. I walked down the street, bag on my shoulder, heart racing. Fear followed me, but hope walked beside it. For the first time in months, I wasn't chasing anyone. I was choosing myself. I took one last breath, didn't look back, and disappeared into the dark, scared, uncertain, but finally free. I kept walking, counting steps, listening to my breath. Every sound felt loud. I felt guilty, relieved, and numb at once. No goodbye texts. No explanations. Just distance. I told myself this pain would fade. Even if it didn't, at least it was mine, not borrowed from rejection. That night, I chose survival over familiar pain. Time didn't heal me. Work did. Pain did. Silence did. At the gym, a guy nodded at me. You show up every day. I need to, I replied. He smiled. Respect. No one asked about my past. They only saw effort. My mentor said, control beats emotion every time. I asked, what if emotion is all I have? He answered, then train until discipline replaces it. I failed often. Missed lifts. Lost money. Doubt returned. You quitting? My partner asked. No, I said. I'm learning. They treated me like I mattered. That was new. At night, her memory still crept in. I told myself, use it. When my body hurt, I pushed harder. When loneliness hit, I stayed focused. You're different now, my gym friend said. How? I asked. Quieter, he replied. Stronger. I stopped explaining myself to ghosts. Some days I whispered, I miss you. Other days I said, you don't deserve access. Both were true. My mentor warned, don't harden your heart. I'm not, I said. I'm protecting it. Weeks turned into months. I stood taller without trying. People listened when I spoke. No begging. No chasing. One night I checked my blocked list. Her name sat there powerless. I didn't unblock it. I smiled and locked my phone. For the first time, my worth didn't depend on her choosing me. It depended on me showing up again tomorrow. I still felt pain, but it obeyed me now. I wasn't cold. I was controlled. And control felt like freedom. I was finishing work when my phone lit up. Her name. Months of silence, broken. I stared calm. My hands didn't shake. I answered. Hello. She paused. I didn't think you'd pick up. You called? I said. Another pause. I've been meaning to talk. About what? I asked. She sighed. About us. I smiled slightly. There is no us. She rushed. I didn't mean it like that. Things changed. They always do, I replied. She said my name softly like before. It didn't work. I was confused, she said. I needed time. You had it, I said. Silence stretched. You sound different, she whispered. I am. She laughed nervously. You don't have to be cold. I'm not cold, I said. I'm clear. She swallowed. I miss you. I believe you, I replied. That doesn't change anything. Her breath caught. I didn't know you'd disappear like that. I didn't know I'd survive, I said. She asked, can we meet? Just talk. I looked out the window, steady. Yes, I said. Relief rushed from her. Then I added, on my schedule. She hesitated. Okay. I ended the call first. My phone felt light. I hadn't won anything. I had simply stopped losing myself. Power wasn't loud. It was quiet control, and she finally heard it. I sat there breathing slowly. No rush. No fear. I told myself, this is what balance feels like. Part of me remembered begging. That part stayed silent. I checked the time and smiled. Tomorrow was full. So was I. Whatever happened next would happen without me shrinking. And that was enough. I leaned back, calm, ready, untouched by old patterns, waiting to see who I would become next. No apologies, no explanations, just forward motion, steady breath, and choice. I welcomed the silence again. I arrived first. She walked in slowly, eyes searching. You look good, she said. So do you, I replied. She sat down. I never meant to hurt you. I know, I said. She frowned. Then why does this feel so heavy? Because truth is heavy, I answered. She took a breath. I was scared. Of me. Of choosing, she said. Of settling. I nodded. I felt that. She whispered, you were always enough. I needed to hear that, I said calmly. She looked surprised. I thought you were angry. I admitted. But anger kept me small. She reached forward. I didn't think you'd leave. I didn't think I'd survive staying, I replied. Her eyes filled. I miss who we could have been. So do I said. Silence stretched. I see you now, she said softly. You see me because I'm gone, I replied. She shook her head. Can we try again? I exhaled slowly. No. Her lips trembled. Why not? Because I finally chose myself, I said. She cried quietly. I stood. This isn't punishment. Then what is it? She asked. Closure, I answered. I walked away feeling calm, not victorious. Behind me, regret stayed seated. Ahead of me, life waited. For once, I didn't look back. I carried no hate, only understanding. Loving her taught me something painful. Leaving her taught me something stronger. I stepped into the street knowing this ending saved us both. My chest felt light and heavy together. I understood her fear, but I refused to carry it anymore. Walking away wasn't cruelty. It was honesty. I didn't win her back and I didn't need to. I finally respected myself, and that changed everything forever. This moment closed one chapter and opened another, where my voice mattered and my heart stayed protected always. That I arrived first. She walked in slowly, eyes searching. You look good, she said. So do you, I replied. She sat down. I never meant to hurt you. I know, I said. She frowned. Then why does this feel so heavy? Because truth is heavy, I answered. She took a breath. I was scared. Of me? Of choosing, she said. Of settling. I nodded. I felt that. She whispered, you were always enough. I needed to hear that, I said calmly. She looked surprised. I thought you were angry. I was, I admitted. But anger kept me small. She reached forward. I didn't think you'd leave. I didn't think I'd survive staying, I replied. Her eyes filled. I miss who we could have been. So do I said. Silence stretched. I see you now, she said softly. You see me because I'm gone, I replied. She shook her head. Can we try again? I exhaled slowly. No. Her lips trembled. Why not? Because I finally chose myself, I said. She cried quietly. I stood. This isn't punishment. Then what is it? She asked. Closure, I answered. I walked away feeling calm, not victorious. Behind me, regret stayed seated. Ahead of me, life waited. For once, I didn't look back. I carried no hate, only understanding. Loving her taught me something painful. Leaving her taught me something stronger. I stepped into the street knowing this ending saved us both. My chest felt light and heavy together. I understood her fear, but I refused to carry it anymore. Walking away wasn't cruelty. It was honesty. I didn't win her back and I didn't need to. I finally respected myself, and that changed everything forever. This moment closed one chapter and opened another, where my voice mattered and my heart stayed protected always. I wake up early now, not to check my phone but to breathe. The mirror shows a man I trust. You made it, I tell myself. At work, my mentor asks, you good? I smile. Better than before. Friends laugh easier around me. No tension. No waiting. One evening, I see her across the street. She stops when she notices me. I don't. My phone stays quiet. She watches, confused. I hear her say my name softly. I keep walking. Later, someone asks, do you miss her? I answer honestly. Sometimes. Would you go back? They ask. I shake my head. No, I don't feel anger. I don't feel love. I feel solid. I sit alone at night, not lonely. This is peace, I whisper. I survived rejection, silence, and myself. I learned boundaries aren't walls, they're doors. I open them carefully now. If she thinks disappearing was punishment, she's wrong. It was training. I didn't vanish to hurt her. I vanished to save me. Tomorrow waits, wide and open. I step into it without fear. I am no one's option. I am my own choice. Untouchable doesn't mean cold. It means complete. I carry my past without letting it steer. Losing her didn't break me. Staying would have. Walking away gave me everything I was begging for. I smile, breathe deep, and move forward, knowing rebirth doesn't scream. It arrives quietly, steady, and permanent. I remember who I was and I forgive him. You tried, I say inside. Strength didn't come fast. It came daily. Choice by choice. Breath by breath. I don't chase closure anymore. I live it. If love returns, it will meet a whole man. Until then, I walk free, grounded, present, and finally home. Nothing changes me now because I already changed myself completely inside.